In security matters, the Email Trust Scorecard. This summer, the Online Trust Alliance tracked the adoption of critical practices for a secure email system. Sender policy framework, domain keys identified mail, domain-based message authentication, reporting and conformance, and transport layer security. Together, these standards can protect against spoofed or forged email and enhance the delivery of legitimate correspondence into your inbox. Joining me now with more on Government Matters is Craig Spiesel, president of the Online Trust Alliance. He joins us via Skype from Bellevue, Washington. Craig, I mentioned those critical practices. We'll bring them back up on the screen. Lots of acronyms there. Generally speaking, what do they do?
Well, all three of them combined, they really help to improve the integrity of the email. And by doing that is they're able to validate that the sender that is actually sending the mail is legitimate. And it's addressing the problem of the increased spoofing of forged emails with the goal to get a consumer to open a mail, compromise their passwords, compromise their systems, install spyware or ransomware on their device.
Now, your study includes banks, internet retailers, social media sites, news organizations, and the federal government. Overall, the scores were pretty low. How did Uncle Sam fare?
Well, we looked at over 800 sites, and specifically for the federal government, we looked at the top 50, and they scored at the bottom. Only 4% of them passed the scorecard. And these are a combination of cabinet-level agencies, the most visible agencies, as well as agencies that have been susceptible to spoofing and forging in the past, such as IRS, Social Security Administration, Veterans Affairs, and others.
Now, of the top 50 federal sites, only 2 posted passing scores, the House and the Senate. Why was that, and what did they do right, and how can the rest of government improve?
Well, I think, hats off to both the Senate and House side because their teams have actually been engaged, primarily, I think, because they recognize the importance of getting communications out for members of Congress to their constituents. So they wanted to make sure that those mails were delivered. I think the challenge is the other agencies are not looking at the problem holistically and recognizing that while their mails may be secure themselves, that the cyber criminals are targeting their infrastructure to do harm to citizens.
Now, I'd like to get some perspective on why this is so important. Secure email seems like such a simple thing, right?
Absolutely. All these, the primary protocols that we're talking about, SPF, DKIM, and DMARC, are very simple to implement. And they really, they've been tested. There's millions of organizations around the world that have implemented. But the real challenge is getting the primary stakeholders of these organizations, and not just the Federal 50, as we call it, but also the news segment. We looked at the top 50 news and media sites, and only 6% of them passed.
Wow. All right, stay on top of it for us. It's fascinating stuff, and it's only going to get worse as time goes by. Craig Spiesel, president of the Online Trust Alliance. Thanks, Craig.
Thank you. Good day.